Winning the DV lottery is one thing, but knowing what to do after that is simply a whole nother story that we need to talk about, like I'm doing right now. So I'm just going to be sharing with you the steps you need to consider following, okay, after winning the DV lottery. Quick disclaimer, I do not work for the Department of State. I do not work for immigration. I just do a lot of research, find out information, and come online to share with you all. So definitely do your verification. Make sure that all the information that I'm saying here is accurate by going to the Department of State website to make sure that what I'm saying is not false information and it is not misleading you. So this is simply for education purposes only. First and foremost, how do you know if you win the DV lottery? You have to check to ensure that you have seen that you win. You are not going to get a notification letting you know whether you won or not. And to check your results, you will need to use your confirmation number, which you should have received the moment you played the DV lottery. Now, you just checked, you found out that you won. Congratulations! What do you need to do next? First, confirm your requirements. Simply because you win does not mean that you're going to get a visa. So check your requirements. And what requirements are you checking? Here are the basic requirements. Do you meet the high school education? Yes, they will allow you to play even if you don't have it. But when you win, you need to have at least a high school diploma. You need to have some work history. If you don't have a high school diploma, ensure that you have all of those things in place. Have your passport. Yes, you don't need a passport to play, but you need a passport to travel. So when you win, that is a flag, a green flag for you to start looking for that passport, okay? You need to check to see if you are exempted from the passport requirement. And some of the reasons why you may qualify for the exemption is if you are a stateless individual. I don't know what that means. Just Google it. If you are from a communist-controlled country, for example, China. Finally, if you are a beneficiary of individual waiver. I don't know what that means either, so please use your Google. Thank you. Now, you just checked and you find out that you really qualify. What steps should you take? Listen very closely. You, I repeat, you the winner, congratulations again. You need to go online and complete the DS-260 form. The DS-260 form is the US Visa and Alien Registration Form or application. So that is your very first entry ticket into the US by completing that form after winning. Now, make sure that you save the confirmation number when you complete this form. Also, make sure that every single person you included on your visa application completes the form. It's not just you. Everybody that you included, your kids, your wife, your husband, all of you, complete a separate form, okay? Just in case. Next, you need to start gathering your supporting documents. This is a very important step because a lot of people get denied visas because they don't have enough supporting documents. So what supporting documents are we talking about? I'm referring to your birth certificate. That's number one. Your court and prison records. If you have ever been to prison, you have ever been to court, bring those documents with you. Military records. If you have ever been in the military, have those records. Police certificates. If you have any information pertaining to the police in your country, bring it with you. And most importantly, have a photocopy of your passport. Just have it ready. Just have it. If they need you to send it, which they may, okay, after you complete your DS form, they may need you to send these documents in. So just have them photocopied and ready to be sent. Do you have something to drink? Coffee, water? Do you need anything? Because these parts, my dear, I don't know why I'm doing that, but okay. Interview, okay? Now, a lot of people get angry because they complete the form, they win, and yet they don't get a visa or an interview. And I've had people reach out to me and say, oh, Gina, I won the lottery, but I still don't have a visa. Now, winning the lottery does not guarantee you a visa. Completing the DS application form does not guarantee you a visa. They will schedule an interview with you if there is a visa available. So if you get to the interview stage, you are on your way to America. Because you completed the DS-260 form, they will notify you whether you have been scheduled for an interview or not. And they will most likely not be including too many details. You will need to go to the DV Lottery website and check for the date, time, location, and all of that juicy information. So that is it for interview notifications. Next step here is preparing for an interview. Gina, I don't know what to do to prepare for an interview. I don't know what to bring with me. I have no idea. Just relax, okay? Now, make sure that you know when your interview is happening, the date, the time, so that you can plan out how you're going to prepare for it. Now, how do you prepare? Make sure that you review, okay? Review the U.S. Embassy or your consulate. Consulate is simply the location that represents the U.S. Embassy if the country you are in does not have one. Review their instructions, okay? Because each embassy may have different instructions for you, but the ones that I'm going to share here are general, okay? Generally, everyone that is on your application, whether it's your husband, your child, whoever you include, ensure that each of them have these documents that I'm about to mention, okay? 2 autographs, identical photos, passport size, bring them with you. That is 1. Appointment letter. You obviously may have 1 appointment letter. Print your DS-260 confirmation page. Remember when I told you earlier that you're going to need it? Yes, this is the moment where you need it. Print the confirmation page to show that you completed the form. Make sure that you have your passport or your passports, depending on how many people you had on your application at the entry stage. Make sure you have the original or the certified copy of the following documents. Depending on where you find yourself, whether you're married or unmarried, you will need to bring your divorce letter or your marriage certificate. You also will need your degree. If you are a university graduate or a high school graduate, take your diploma or take your A-levels if you're in Cameroon. Whatever degree or any form of education, if you say you work, have your employment letter with your salary, everything on it, etc. Okay, you may need more depending on your embassy. Next thing you will need to have is your exam results for yourself and for your children. Whatever exams you did or vaccinations you took, have them ready to present at the embassy. And this final step is to have everyone you included on your application present. I cannot emphasize this enough. If you said you're married, bring your spouse. If you said you have kids, bring your kids. Don't leave them behind, okay? And try not to hide your family from the U.S. Embassy, because one thing about the US that I know they're really struggling to do is unite families. So try not to hide your family. They are going, if anything, they are going to increase your chances of getting your visas because you have kids. Now, that's it for interviewing, preparing for your interview. Now, what happens after the interview? They're going to tell you yes or no. Simple, like whether you are getting a visa or not. If you did not get a visa, I'm sorry. But if you get a visa, here are the next steps, okay? Congratulations, you got a visa. You are coming to the US. You are traveling to America. Easy, 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 easy. You are traveling to Obodo Yibo land. All right, okay, jokes aside. Your passport will be stamped with your visa. Yes, oh my God, that is the best feeling ever. If you have ever gotten a US visa stamped on your passport, you know how it feels. You really know how that feels. And you don't even want to mention it to anybody that you're traveling. That is how good it feels. Yet you don't want to share because somebody might just decide to murder you. They are going to give you a sealed immigrant packet. Is it pockets? Yeah, pockets. This sealed immigrant pockets, you only present it at the U.S. Customs and Border Protection when you enter the United States. So do not open it. I repeat, do not open it. It's for you to present when you enter Obodo, when you enter the US, when you finally land. That is what you will present. When are you going to travel? When should you travel? Most likely, the US diversity visas are valid from 0 to 6 months. So they give you up to 6 months to travel, sell your properties, pack your things and leave, because you are not coming back. Are you coming back? Okay, maybe to visit, but are you really coming back? Yeah. Also, ensure that you vaccinate your children, because there are certain vaccinations that your children must take before they leave. Have all of them vaccinated. Go to the state vaccination requirements to find out, okay, what kind of vaccinations do my kids need, so that you can give them the right vaccinations and they will be more prepared. Yeah, I don't have any specific names right now, but that's all I have for you. What are some things that will make your stay in the US seamless, very stress-free, very great? What are those things? That's going to be the next part, if only and only if you all ask, because this video was requested. So if you request, I will do the next part, like what are some things to know about, what are some things to keep in mind. In fact, even if you don't ask, I'll still do it, because I'm a very sweet soul. I love educating people. Yes, so thanks for watching this video. For more videos like this, subscribe, turn on your notification, share, because I know you know that person who needs this video, you know. So don't be selfish, don't keep this information to yourself, okay? Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. I'll see you in my next video.